The second one I wanted to talk about was affinity bias, and that is our desire for sameness. That same feels good, that when we say, I am like you, it translates into I like you.
So there's some truth to that adage of people like themselves.
Absolutely. People like themselves.
Leaders like people like themselves.
They see themselves reflected, and
Right.
it feels safe,
Right.
and it feels like that's the way that I will be effective.
I read a quote in the guidebook from our founder, Dr. Covey, that said, we see the world as we are, not as it is. And it's a powerful statement.
Absolutely, and we see things as fact that are not fact. It's how we feel about a situation. So I feel like if Scott and I have this thing in common, we'll be able to work together better. And I potentially don't seek opportunities to work with people with whom I don't have things in
Because
common.
we assume perhaps future conflict or disagreements, we avoid that.
Absolutely. And even outside of just the selection, when we think of affinity bias, it can also manifest itself in the sense that you give people the benefit of the doubt if they have that sameness, right?
So it might deprive others from that.
Absolutely. You know,
don't.
how do we respond to a mistake? So 3 people make a mistake. This one happens to be just like me.
Sure.
And I say, well, of course, it's only human to make mistakes.
Yes.
These 2 are super different. I say, how could they? Don't
Right.
they understand the stakes
I
of
was
what we're
thinking
doing?
in my mind of how I've done just that as you were saying it.
It's hard. It's a natural impulse.